Okay, thank you very much. And I'll try to be as fast as I can. If I can do this within 30 minutes, I'll be glad. So, but I just want you to know that you will not regret this opportunity and this time that you're spending to hear about this amazing opportunity. Okay, let me just quickly get my screen up. Today has actually been very busy. We're having events in New York. So if you have people around New York City, you can reach out to them to be part of our physical meeting. Okay, so like I said, I wouldn't take much of your time. I'll try to be as fast as I can. Currently, the most impactful trend in 2025, from 2024 till this 2025, is actually the Web3. It's actually one of the most talked about topic right now. Courtesy our latest president, Mr. Trump, Donald Trump. You see, everybody is excited because he is somebody that loves innovation. So I can simply tell you that one of the most impactful trends right now is the Web3 because it is beautiful. Personally, I'm a lover of the Web3. I'm a lover of blockchain technology. I'm a lover of Internet 3.0. I'm a lover of big data. I'm a lover of Internet of Things technology because of what it stands for. It stands for transparency. It stands for openness. It stands for global inclusion. Stands for global inclusion. It gives everybody equal opportunity to become financially free. So this evening, the opportunity I'll be sharing with us is called M3DAO. M3DAO is a DAO ecosystem. So the M3 is an acronym for Mass Verse, Mass Chain, Mass Protocol, while the DAO is Decentralized Autonomous Organization. So this is an ecosystem of blockchain. It's an ecosystem of blockchain. So anything that you can think of that has to do with blockchain is embedded in this particular project. So like I said, it has three aspects of it, which is the Mass Verse, the Mass Chain, and the Mass Protocol. So let me start with the Mass Verse. The Mass Verse has to do with the community onboarding aspect of this project. Okay, let me just quickly do this for maybe probably if this is your first time being on a blockchain-based presentation. Let me just quickly introduce what the blockchain technology is to you before I move on with this. What is blockchain? Blockchain basically is a fully decentralized internet ledger. Personally, I like to refer to it as Internet of Things technology. I also like to refer to it as trust-based technology. Is a technology with the highest level of security right now, and that's what makes it very beautiful. And everyone that has ever used internet, maybe you're connecting to browse, you're connecting to surf, you're connecting to do banking transaction, you're connecting to do internet call, or whichever thing that you do online, just know that you can do the same on the blockchain. Because the blockchain technology, I also like to refer to it as the upgraded version of the internet that you and I have been using. We've used Internet 1, we've used Internet 2, now we are using Internet 3.0, which is the blockchain technology. The same way the Internet 1 created wealth, and the Internet 2.0, which is the Internet of Information that gave birth to e-commerce platforms, social media platform, the same way it created multi-billionaires. That's the same way the blockchain technology, in fact, the blockchain technology has come to release wealth that has been caged for years. Now it is possible for somebody from a broke family to become financially free by taking advantage of the blockchain technology. So you have the opportunity right now to grow your own wealth, irrespective of your profession. You can apply because, like I said, it's the upgraded version of the internet that we'll be using. So, and that's what makes it very unique. So, what's important is for you to look at the aspects of the blockchain that best apply to what you do. Then you take advantage of it, and you're good to go. So, thank you very much. Let me now quickly run you to the project of the day, which is M3DAO. The Massverse aspect of the project handles community onboarding. For any blockchain cryptocurrency project to be successful, there is need for a community. There is need for a community, and the community is expected to be very large because the more the adoption increase is the more the value appreciates. So the same way Binance, I know some of us who are on the call may have heard about the story of Binance, how successful Binance is. You see, Binance started by building the community. I could remember when we had the opportunity to refer people to create accounts with Binance, and we enjoy up to like 50% reward for doing that. Then they were doing their promotion. So the same way, this project, they are using the Massverse aspect to onboard community members into this project. And it is very open for everyone that really wants to be part of this community right now. So, and how do you become part of this community? You have to start with the avatar. So you can see my system and my cursor here moving. You start with purchasing an avatar. So the avatar serves as your digital representation in the ecosystem. This is a DAO. And DAO simply means decentralized autonomous organization, which means this ecosystem does not have this normal company organizational structure where you have the CEO, the board of directors, the managers, subordinates, and other aspects of the company. This one is just the core team, and you and I. So every member of the DAO is a stakeholder in the DAO. Every member of the DAO contributes to the DAO and also shares from the wealth that is created in the DAO. Okay, so this is the community onboarding aspect, which is the Massverse. Then the Mass Chain is the technology itself. which is a layer 2 blockchain network. Let me give you an example. If you build a website that is in the Web 2 version, if you finish building your website, you need a domain to deploy this website. So for every website, social media platform that you've been using in the Web 2 version of the internet web requires a domain for you to host that particular website. So, but when it has to do with the blockchain, if you build any blockchain application, be it a DEX, be it a DApp, DApps, which is decentralized application, tokens, NFTs, other use cases of the blockchain, you need a mainnet to deploy that particular project. And those mainnets are referred to as the blockchain network. So this is a layer 2 blockchain network where you can build different projects, different use cases of the blockchain and deploy it on the network. And the likes of these projects are projects like Binance, Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Phantom, Polygon, Ton. These are the like of this particular project. So it's a base network blockchain project. And what makes base network blockchain project very beautiful is the fact that it has a natural need for the assets that backs it up. So every base network blockchain project has a native coin that backs it up. Just the same way we have Bitcoin. In the case of Bitcoin, the token that backs it up, which is the coin that backs it up, is named after the technology, which is Bitcoin. That's why it's called BTC, Bitcoin. Then the one, when it has to do with Ethereum, it is called Ether. When it has to do with Binance, it's called Binance Smart Chain. So BNB. So that's the coin that backs up the network. That determines the asset value because it's the exchange of value on this network. So whoever that is doing, you are doing a transaction on the network. Maybe I want to send Mr. A 1 Bitcoin. I need small amount of Bitcoin to pay transaction fee on the network, which means there is natural need for this Bitcoin. So you can see one of the major reasons why the value of Bitcoin is appreciating, because the more the adoption is increasing, that's the more the value is appreciating. And for every blockchain network, there is an exchange of value in the network, which is the coin that backs up the network. And the reason why it appreciates also more in value is the fact that for every cryptocurrency, every exchange of value on a network, there is a total supply. There is maximum supply, which means everybody knows the maximum supply. I don't know if there's anyone on the call tonight, maybe those who are joining from Nigeria, that knows the total supply of Naira currently, the amount that is in circulation. It's only CBN that may know. But when it has to do with cryptocurrencies, cryptographic currencies, when it has to do with mainnet blockchain project, everybody knows the total supply, the maximum supply, the total mineable. So, and when the supply is static and the demand is increasing, value appreciation is inevitable. Okay, so that's one of the major reasons why value appreciates on the network. So right now, you and I have the opportunity here. If you miss Ethereum, you miss Binance, you miss Solana. I was talking with somebody yesterday and I told the person, did anybody tell you about Bitcoin? He said, no. He said, did anybody market you for Ethereum? He said, no. I said, did Ethereum get to the price where it is because you did not join? The person said, of course, it got to the price because even as I did not join. So the same is applicable to this one. So you might be on the call tonight, maybe after the presentation, you'll be like, oh, I'm not interested. The value will still get to where it is because the global economy is shifting base to this industry right now. That's just the reality. The wealth of the world is already moving because people are tired of the centralized system. People are tired of fiat currencies. People are tired of the government bottleneck everywhere. Right now, I can send somebody who is in US $1 million worth of BTC and the person receives it within the next second. Go to the bank and try that. And you see the experience that you will be confronted with over there. So you have the opportunity to grow wealth in this industry. I was watching a video clip that says that right now, cryptocurrency in Nigeria is now described as a security, which means the SEC can handle activities, can tax people, can do a lot of things right now because it's now a security. You see, you don't need to sit down and wait for the government until they tell you, start taking advantage of this, because before they will tell you that, it has gotten to the point that they has already settled themselves completely. Okay, so you have the opportunity right now to take advantage of this wonderful innovation that is already part of our life, because this is our reality right now. People are tired of their data being hacked online every day. People are tired of the insecurities when it has to do with data management. People are tired of the robbery, the corruption that is ongoing when it has to do with data management. You see, I was sharing with somebody and I told the person, do you know that your data that is online is worth $600 every year, annually? You're supposed to be receiving $600. Somebody will be asking, how come my data is online? You see, you have an account with Gmail. Gmail has your data. And let me tell you, they trade that your data for money with different companies. For you to understand this, you'll notice that sometimes when you want to maybe fill a form in a particular website, they're going to pop up, they usually pop up an option, use Gmail, use your Google information or Facebook. The moment you click on that Google, your information automatically populates on that new website. You know what happens? Automatically transaction takes place. They are already being paid. Google is paid. Facebook is also paid. They also get payments through advertisements because of your data that they have. So, but with the introduction of the blockchain technology, this particular blockchain can actually mop up your data, and it is very stingy. Whoever wants to make use of this, your data would need your authorization to do that, and you get paid directly into your wallet. So one of the aspects that this mass chain blockchain network is integrating into their network is decentralized identity. So there's going to be a decentralized identity, and they are targeting institutions, governments of different countries for this, because few months ago, I heard that our NIN portal was hacked. So you could issue ID to anybody, anywhere, anyhow. Okay, but with the introduction of this decentralized identity, you have the opportunity to own your data, and you decide who makes use of the data, and that's what makes it beautiful. So the native coin that backs up this mass chain is called MCD token. Okay, then there is also another aspect of this project ecosystem, which is called the mass protocol. What is mass protocol? Mass protocol has to do with the first one is mass lab. Mass lab basically is an aspect of this project that helps to incubate new blockchain projects. New blockchain projects. I will tell you the portfolio, the profile of the people behind the project as we move on. But this aspect of the project incubates new projects. How does it work? This is what they do. There are so many engineers that have good ideas when it has to do with blockchain projects, but they don't have what it takes to bring the project to life, because they don't have all the contacts that is required maybe for listing in the exchanges. So what they do is that they offer venture capital investment to those projects, which means they invest in those projects, then they offer them technical support, then they also help them to list in different exchanges. And when they do that, they make profit for doing that. And you and I have also opportunity to buy into new blockchain projects during the seed sale. You see, one of the other easiest way to make money in this industry is to have access to a particular project asset during the seed sale. By the time it gets to the pre-sale, you're already on profit. Then when you now list in the exchange, you're already on excess profit. For me, I've been in the industry for a while, for over a decade now. And one of the opportunities that has been very rare to find in the industry is to have access to buy into blockchain projects during the seed sale. So it's very difficult to find that opportunity. And here, we are having it in a platter of gold. Okay, then there's also the mass venture aspect of this project, which means they help real asset businesses, assets that has not been on the internet, or the ones that are already running on the internet, but they are on Web 2. They help to migrate them to Web 3, and they also help the ones that is not yet on the internet to move to Web 3. So this is the mass venture aspect of it, and they are doing this massively. Okay, then there's also the DeFi aspect. The world economy gravitates towards liquidity. So wherever cash is living, that is where everybody is moving towards. So one other aspect of the blockchain that is very vital, that has not been fully harnessed, is the DeFi aspect, which is the decentralized financial investment aspect of the blockchain. So they are building one of the biggest liquidity in the market, and they want to make this MCD token, which is the native token of this blockchain ecosystem, the biggest, the major pair in different exchanges. So just the same way Bitcoin is paired with so many cryptocurrencies, Ethereum is paired with so many cryptocurrencies. That's the same way this MCD will be paired to different cryptocurrencies in the exchange. And they are looking at the projection, in fact, the speculation around about this particular token, because the total supply of this MCD token is just 2,100,000. That means the whole world is sharing 2,100,000. And right now, there is nowhere you can buy this native token. You can only mint it through the purchase of the avatar by being a member of the community. Okay, so they are looking forward to raising the value of this native token to $10,000 within the period of 2 years. So this is an amazing opportunity to grow wealth organically. So M3 as an ecosystem, like I said, they incubate new blockchain projects. These are some of the projects. In fact, currently, they have invested in about 10 different projects currently. Projects like Vupe. Personally, I participated in Vupe during the seed sale, because this is what they do. They have opportunity to invest in this project during the seed sale. Then they also negotiate a deal for us who are members of the community, so that we can have opportunity to buy into the project on our own small scale. We can buy into the project. So I had opportunity to participate in this particular project, and I bought the package of about 1,000 USDT. So this 1,000 USDT, we bought into the project at around 50 cents. For this project, the VU token, the value got to around $2.50. Imagine above 2,000%. That was what's the profits that we did on this particular project. And this is so safe that it is already sure that the moment it moves to pre-sale, you're already on profit. Sometimes on profit of like 5% already. On profit of like 5% already. Then sometimes like on profit of like 500%, not even 5%, or like 500%. Then by the time it gets to the exchange, sometimes you're already on like 10% profit Even if value comes back to the listing price, you are still on profit. So we had the opportunity to buy into this project. And guess what? They helped us to negotiate for ownership rights. So we bought into the project. What is VUPay? VUPay is more like a Visa, MasterCard, VEVCard. So, but they operate formally predominantly within the ASEAN axis. So we had the opportunity to buy into the project and we got ownership rights. And this is how the debit card looks. This is how it looks. So I've got my own copy of it. And with this, I can make payments globally. In fact, last week I had an experience. There's a friend of mine that wanted to pay for a hotel in Qatar because he's traveling to Qatar. So he went to the bank, got his MasterCard, his DOM account MasterCard. He tried to make this payment. It was not going. He tried all payment options. It was not working. So they now called me that they were in the bank. So that he was trying to do something. So I said, okay, what was that? So when he told me what it was, I told him, okay, I have one crypto card though. Why not come to the house? Because we live in the same estate. Why not come to the house? Let's look at it. So he came to the house and I just funded the card. Immediately I funded the card. Then we entered the details. Immediately he clicked enter. The payment was successful instantly. And guess what? What I loaded in the card is crypto, not fiat currency. And he was supposed to pay in Qatar currency. It was supposed to pay in Qatar currency. So the speed was just a snap of finger. The payment was successful. In fact, the following day when I saw his status, he has already started posting global payments available. If you want to make international payments and you are having challenge, contact me. So I was like, what kind of business idea is that? For him, he's going to take charges for global payment. I tell you what, this is this is massive. In fact, he was so excited as he was just shouting in the house. So this is something unique. Then we've also participated in Pika. And guess what? For every transaction that is done using this card in crypto, I get paid. They just shared dividends, which they 5 days ago, they shared dividends on transaction that has been done from launch to that particular moment. So there's also Deep Link, there's Pika, there's metamask. We got into metamask. This particular project is more like Decentraland. So they are into metaverse, augmented reality. There's going to be both musical concerts, talent hunt, and so many things happening on the metaverse. So you could have opportunity to do your events and so many things on the metaverse. We had the opportunity to buy into this project during the seed sale at 3 cents. I think 3 cents. But currently this is trading at close to $1 and it even got to $2 plus. So Matrix is another project. Rocket is a launchpad, and launchpad on its own is another massive opportunity. So we also had the opportunity to buy into this Rocket during the seed sale, and we made amazing profits. So there is none of those projects that we've participated in that did not do up to 2,500%. So it's an amazing opportunity for anyone that really wants to grow wealth in the crypto space organically. I'm telling you this for free. So mass chain, mass protocol, this is the ecosystem of this particular blockchain project. Okay, so for everyone that wants to be part of this project, this is what you need to do. Let me give you an example. For those who were part of the early adoption stage of maybe Ethereum, Bitcoin, so what they needed to do was to set up a mining node. Buy a desktop computer, set up the mining node. Then for those who are in Africa here, you have to do a lot of air conditioning of the room because of the processing power of this mining machine to avoid blowing your hardwares. So, but here you don't need any of those. You just need to purchase this avatar because this particular blockchain uses proof of consensus algorithm. So you have the opportunity to mint during this early adoption stage. And if you are on the call tonight, you are no longer at the point of probability in this project because 4 days ago, the testing of the mainnet of the blockchain was completed and the mainnet of the blockchain is already live right now. So this is more like a sure opportunity to become wealthy if you're on the call tonight. So you can start with 100 USDT avatar, you can start with 500, you can start with 1,000. When we started, it was like just proposed, it was just a proposed project. So we believe in it based on the white paper, the track records of the people behind it, and other research we did about it. But if you are coming in right now, you've actually gone out of that risk state in the project because the mainnet is already live, just like Bitcoin mainnet that is live. Even American projects, American government could not even bring it down because it's not only sitting in their cloud space alone. It's the nodes are scattered in different cloud space globally. So even if they want to bring it down, what about the ones that is running? In fact, the person who built the mainnet can't even bring it down because the moment you deploy, other persons has opportunity to duplicate that particular master node. And that's what makes it more secure and unique. So you have opportunity to buy in right now and start minting in this project. So you can do 100, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, depending on the one that best suits your economy. You're the one that knows your economy. So you can do either of them that best suit your economy and you start minting from here. Give me a minute. My phone is about shutting down. Just give me a minute. Let me plug this. Okay, so you can purchase any of this avatar that best work for you and you start minting so that you can be part of this early adoption stage. I tell you what, you might be on the call and you don't really understand this, but I had a particular experience that currently I can't take this for granted. You know why? I had the opportunity to buy into Ethereum at 68 cents. But I was busy running around so many things in the industry instead of taking advantage of the opportunity that would have changed my life for better. So I was busy running around so many things and I ignored it. Currently, one Ethereum is around $1,800 plus. Imagine having 1 million Ethereum. In fact, my mentor that recommended that I should take this serious, he had 2 million Ethereum as of then. He had already accumulated 2 million Ethereum as of then. For me to be sure we are still together, I would like anybody to help me unmute. Help me confirm if you can still hear me very well.
Perfectly.
Disable. Okay, thank you very much. So he took advantage of this particular Ethereum and was already able to build 2 million Ethereum. Imagine having 2 million Ethereum. And as of then, he was pursuing 6 million Ethereum then. He's a Chinese. The way they view things is entirely different from the way we view things. And that's the reason why it's much, much easier for them to grow wealth massively, because on the hindsight, they take advantage of things. So look at this. This is how the energy means. Okay, let me now break this down. You see, for those who are looking for, because some persons are telling, some persons tells me that, look, if I'm building for a long term, what happens to my family at the moment? What happens to my lifestyle at this very moment? So you have opportunity here. The project is structured in such a way that you have opportunity to make money daily for daily residual income. And you have opportunity to build long-term financial freedom. Then you also have opportunity for a lifestyle in this project. This is what they did when it has to do with avatar minting. This is how the energy works. If you buy 100 USDT avatar, it's supposed to give you 5x as a cycle, which means 100 USDT avatar is going to mint you a total of 500 USDT as a cycle in value. Then if you buy 500 USDT, it's supposed to mint you 3.5, that's 350, which is around 1,750 USDT in that cycle. Then that of 1,000 gives you 3.52, which is 3,500 USDT as a cycle. So the moment that cycle ends, you need to reactivate the avatar and continue to mint. Then that of 5,000 gives you 4x, which is 20,000 USDT in value as a cycle. Then that of 10,000 gives you 5x, which is 50,000 USDT in value as a cycle. So you have the opportunity to mint this. So this is how it drops. Some persons will be asking, do I need to click on it every day, or do I need to go and mine or restart it to mint daily? No, you don't need to do any of that. The moment you set up the avatar, and this is how you set up the avatar. You go to your Play Store, you download Token Pocket Wallet, then you switch it to Binance Network, then fund your Binance Network with small transaction fee, the wallet with small transaction fee, then now fund, if it is 10,000 USDT avatar that you want to purchase, you fund that 10,000 USDT in that particular wallet. If it is 5,000, you fund it in the wallet. If it is 1,000, you fund it into the wallet. If it is 500, you fund it into the wallet. Then you now go to the browser interface and type M3mask.io. When you click on it, it will open. The moment it's loaded, what you just need to do is connect the wallet. You connect the wallet, it will take you to a point where you need to see in a binds period, which means enter invitation code. So it's going to require you, because you can't just activate avatar and start minting, because it's a DAO. So you need somebody to give you an invite code for you to enter it there, then bind the wallet. So you reach out to the person that invited you to be on the call, get the invitation link, paste it there, then activate it. Then you can now go to the menu interface, then select Avatar Center, select Avatar Development Center, then you select Masvas Avatar. Then you now click on it, it will show you all the avatars. So you select the one you want to purchase, then click on payment and confirm the payment. You are good to go. So that's how you purchase your avatar. So now, in your dashboard or in your D app or in your back office, anyone that best explain your data management interface for you, this is how the analysis is there. There's a compartment that is tagged MM. There's also a compartment that is tagged UME. There's a compartment that is tagged MC, and this is how it looks. Let's just do audio video. Let me just open an account and show you. This is how the interface looks. Okay. Let me confirm if you can still see my screen.
Yes, we can still see you.
Okay. So if you open your avatar compartment, you'll see MM. You'll see the amount that the earning is on there. Then you now see sell button. So if you want to sell, you just click on this sell button. Then enter the amount of MM. So the MM you are seeing there, this MM is exchangeable to USDT and is 1-to-1. Then the second compartment is, so 50% of what your avatar means for you drops here as an MM, which is exchangeable to USDT. So now, for those who are looking for daily residual income, 50% of what the avatar is minting for you is withdrawable in USDT. Let me give you an example. Let's say you purchase 10,000 USDT avatar, which is supposed to give you 50,000 USDT as a cycle. So it simply means that 25,000 of what the avatar will mean for you cumulatively, you can withdraw it as USDT. Then the remaining 25,000 is now shared between UME. The UME is 30% of what you earn, which means is exchangeable to the native token of this project that is called MCD. This is MCD here. So it's exchangeable to the MCD. And I told you that MCD, the total supply is just 2,100,000. So that's what the whole world is sharing. So you exchange 30% of what the avatar means for you to MCD token. Then the remaining 20% is a merchandise token. Let me explain this merchandise token to you because it's still your money, but you use it to patronize those real world assets that they are bringing into the ecosystem. I was sharing with somebody, so the person was like, what would you do with this? I say, I want to use it to buy a particular car. I just want it to build up to the point. I'm just waiting for them to migrate a car selling or a car manufacturing company into the ecosystem. Then I'll use it for that. So you can use it for flight booking, hotel booking. You can use it to invest in real estate. In fact, last year, they successfully migrated one BNB real estate company to the ecosystem. So you can pay with your MM. You can also pay with USDT and other part of your earning. But it was quite expensive, though. I think to buy a slot there is $600,000. So, and this Airbnb apartment, you can decide to live there, is in a Phuket island. So it has both helicopter services for those who are buying it. So you enjoy, you want anywhere you want to go, there's an helicopter that takes you out, even a plane that also takes you out too. And everything is a smart home. In fact, when they were showing us the video, it was something else. But thank God this year I'm going to be there live too in Thailand to witness the next project that they are going to migrate. I think that will be in May. Yeah, in May. So that's the thing. So that is how the compartment looks. So let's get back. Let me take you back. Okay, so like I said, 50% is exchangeable to 50% is exchangeable to USDT, 30% is exchangeable to the MCD, while 20% is a merchandise token that you can use to patronize all the companies, all the real asset businesses that they are bringing into the ecosystem. So stay with me, I'm almost rounding up. So now, if you want the speed of this avatar, I said 0.5% to 2%. And one thing I forgot to mention is this, somebody will be asking, do I need to wait until the 50% is fully accumulated before I can withdraw? No, the moment your MM gets to 30 MM, you can do a withdrawal. In fact, yesterday, somebody in my team, she just called me and she was screaming. I said, what happened? See, because she has lost money to the point that at the point she was confused. She didn't even know the difference between wrong and right in the industry. Again, so she just did her first withdrawal. I was asking her how much. She immediately the thing just got to $30. She did a withdrawal, and the following month she was shouting, "It came!" I was like, "What is happening? What is came?" This is the money they have in the liquidity pool for payout. Because the people behind the project, don't worry, I'll briefly tell you about the profile of the people behind the project. So now, if you want the speed of the avatar to become very fast, what you need to do is share the opportunity with other persons, those who you want to grow wealth with you. Okay, even those you want to empower. Because like for me, last 3 weeks, I told myself that I'm going to empower everybody that I've been spending on. I want to give them opportunity to grow their own wealth. So, and that's what I started doing. And by the grace of God, I've done, I think it's just remaining about like 80% already that is just remaining until I fully migrate everybody that I've been spending on into the ecosystem so they can build their own wealth by themselves. Okay, so you can share the opportunity with other people and it increases the speed of your minting by 50%. Then you can also share and it increases the people that those people share to, you get additional 30% increase in the speed of your minting. And this is very sweet too. I believe Madam Ajake will testify to that. Good, Vinny. Maybe you will testify to that after the meeting. So thank you.
Yes. I'm a living witness.
So I don't have to be the one that will give the testimony because for me, the joy for me.
I'm not that bro.
So
Wow.
the joy for
yes,
me.
What academics who can talk.
So the joy for me is when people I share this opportunity with are very excited. You see, one of the inspiration I have in this business is that there is no day that ends that I will not receive a call from somebody and say, "Thank you so much, your Ernest." Now my mind is now reorganized in the industry. Now I can believe it's possible to grow wealth in the industry organically. For yesterday, one of my friends, he called me and said, "Ernest, try. These people are something else. You know that right now, I really understand what real investment is. I've stopped gambling." See, many people are gambling in this industry. And for me, I'm done with gambling since the year 2022. That was when I ended my gambling in this industry. I don't do trial by error again. We're talking about certainty here because the principle of wealth says if value and service, if value is positioned like this, money chases the value. Is it that the value is in form of product or in form of services? So the value chases it like this. So you have opportunity right now to grow your own wealth. So it can fasten the speed of your minting. And I tell you what, my upline in this opportunity right now means is avatar, the interface minting up to 1,500 daily. That is not other the remaining 50%, which is around 3,000 daily. So this is an amazing opportunity that you can actually build wealth and grow wealth on. And it is not compulsory for you to share the opportunity to anybody. It's not compulsory for you to share the opportunity. You can start to, personally, I have experience. There's one of my friends. And what I'm sharing with you is personal experience, so not what they told me. Last year, towards the last quarter of last year, I was in the West African coast doing training and other things. So there's one of my friends that he is a politician. So he doesn't even know anything about anything online, but he was with me the day the call for this opportunity came. So we were at that night. So when my upline called me that I was traveling to Malaysia, that there's something, he lives in UK, he lives in Birmingham. So he was traveling to Malaysia for this particular launch of this particular project, the ecosystem. So when he called me, so after the call, he told me that, look, I like what I heard though. When it's ready, let me know. So 3 days later, when he called me, so me, I had to look at the project for like 4 days. So before I decided to become part of it. So him also did bought you 100 USDT avatar. So while I think I was in Ghana, the first time he called me, he said, NS, Abige, right now I don't have 1 naira. He said, that thing we did that time, is it possible I can get any money from there? I said, okay, let's go to, call me on WhatsApp video, share your screen, let me look at your account. So he shared the screen. I guided him to connect his wallet, and when it opened, we saw about 49 there. So I told him that, you can withdraw this one. And I said, are you serious? I said, yeah. So he now clicked withdraw. So the following morning, he chatted me up. He said, the thing has dropped. So how do I convert it to naira? So what I did was I helped him, because while I was over there, I could still do conversion. So I helped him to convert in Bybit, and I sent him the money. So he was like, my fiancé only asked for 50,000, and now I have more money to give, more money even after giving him. So the money might look small, but what he solved for him that moment was something else. Did he share the opportunity with anybody? He did not. I have another one of my mommy too. This one traveled to UK for Mogo. She just did 500 USDT avatar and traveled. So me, I also traveled. So when I came back to Nigeria, and she also came back. So the grandchildren has already deleted the metamask from her phone where they were playing game. So but I remember vividly, I told her, write those things down in her Jota, and she put them down. So she brought the Jota, we downloaded the MetaMask, then we opened it, and we realized that, wow, this is beautiful, because the avatar has minted completely, and she had all the minted this thing assets. Right now, she has bought $3,000 avatar. That is 1,000 times 3 right now because of the excitement. So you have opportunity to grow wealth in this system. The mainnet is built for security, is built for speed, is built for low gas fee. If as a developer right now, I have a background in tech, so this is what I love. You understand? So it's not just the fact about the money. I'm excited about it. It gives me fulfillment, the fact that it makes people happy. So it offers low gas fee. It offers low gas fee. So for those, if you have been doing transaction on Ethereum network,
Hello, guys. I guess the
So actually the network.
all right.
Yeah, I guess it's actually the network, and I believe they will be coming back. Maybe locked out. I think they locked out is coming back.
I didn't know my laptop was not connected to power, so it just went off. But let me conclude with my phone. So, but the point I'm trying to make, I don't want to round it up. Okay, the point I'm trying to make is that this is a sustainable system that's going to. Bitcoin has been around for years now, and there's no plan of going off anytime soon. You know why? Because this is power put in the hand of people. The same is applicable to this project. People are going to have opportunity to run. In fact, you and I, what we are running is as long as you have avatar, you create an avatar, you are running a node on the network. Okay, and this is a pure layer 2 blockchain project. And that's what makes it beautiful. So you have opportunity to enjoy a lot of things in this project. You buy into new blockchain project, you earn your daily residual income. You have opportunity of holding the native token of this project that has the potential to hit up to $10,000. Will it get to there? Of course, this particular project over the period of 10 years might get to $100,000. Telling you this because I've been around in the industry for a long time. This is total supply of just 2,100,000. There's nobody in this project that has more than, I don't, the highest person that is holding this native token might have maybe like 500. By the grace of God, I am actually in charge of the African market, but I don't even have, the quantity I have is very little. So who else will now have it like that in Africa? Globally, I'm actually in the global leadership team. So I know that there is nobody that has it up to. People will not even be interested to sell because what they are going to be doing is stake. And because by next month, you have opportunity to stake the MCD and earn Ethereum. Have opportunity to stake it and earn Bitcoin. So people will not be interested in selling. Okay, so the value, this is an asset that you don't have to miss. Okay, so I'll just have to stop here. Let's talk. Let me take questions. Let it not be that I'm the one talking since. So thank you very much, everyone. Let me hand over back to Wealth Academy, sir. The floor is back to you, sir. Please.
Thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you. Thank you. It's actually network. I hope everyone can hear me. I hope I can hear.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, very well.
It's probably the time of my mind, a mind-blowing time. It's always a mind-blowing time anyway. Anytime I have my wonderful leader here with us or with him. You heard it all. You read it all. It's open to questions. And the moment I want anybody to ask questions, if there's no aspect you are not cleared, or if there's anything still bothering you, can ask questions. Let's put it on the floor. I think we're using just 5 or 10 minutes to do this to round up because the time given to us is actually an hour and it's like we are exceeding that time. So if anybody have a question, I would like to entertain. He's still much around with us, the African leader, Mr. Ennis. No question. Okay, probably we have to reserve the question. I want to appreciate everyone listening to this.
Somebody raising hand. Mr. Falabi sign.
Mr.
Yes,
What?
I'm raising my hand. I have a question.
Okay.
I have a
Go ahead.
question.
Go ahead. Okay.
All right.
You
Good
can
evening,
go ahead.
everyone. Good evening, Mr. Highness.
Good evening.
We appreciate your time. Yeah, you talked about meeting cycle. Can you please explain how long the meeting cycle is? Can you hear me properly?
The meeting cycle.
Yes.
Mr. Ines, are you still there? Mr. Ines? I think it's network.
Wow.
Uh,
Can you drop it as a
Okay.
message?
Okay, sorry. I actually missed the question. Please, if you can help me.
talking about the meeting cycle.
Okay, the minting cycle. Is it asking
Yes.
how long it
Yes.
takes
Yes. That's the
It's
question.
like how many days? How many days?
for an avatar, for a particular avatar to complete its minting cycle?
Yes.
Okay, for an avatar, I think it's from 4 months to 5 months. For an avatar, let's say that's of 100 USDT, but that of 500 USDT wouldn't take up to that because it's just 350%. Okay, that's for those who did not refer. If you don't have interest in sharing the opportunity with anybody. But for me, I started with 100 USDT avatar though. That's because like I said, when we started, it's not like what it is right now. It's no longer we will do. Almost a lot has been done already. So right now you have proof on ground. Okay, my first avatar did not take up to 2 weeks. That's because I already have a community. Mine did not take up to 2 weeks. Okay, but if you buy an avatar here and you did not recommend it to anybody at all, just know that it will take you up to like 4 months to be able to finish minting the avatar because the daily output is usually 0.5% to 2%. Okay. So
my own first avatar took me 1.5 months. Because at the point of registration too, I register, I think 2 people immediately. You understand? So by the time I purchased the second avatar, I think it's just a month. By the time I'm 500, in fact, I was like, why is this thing fast like this? You understand now? So that's just exactly how it is.
That's the thing. Right now, if I buy an avatar of $1,000, it takes me just 5 days.
Yeah, beautiful.
5 days.
Now, wow. If I buy 500 now, I think it's taking me a month. A month, and a few days, yes, with 500. So I think it's finished. And
Thank you, sir.
because Mr. Ernest's community is more than me, I'm starting to come. You understand? But what he's just simply trying to tell us that it can look like maybe if we are 3 in number and we have to fill 2 drums with water. 2 people is filling a drum. 1 person is trying to fetch into a drum. Which one gets filled faster? Of course, the 2 people is trying to fetch inside. So this is how the referral of building community in M3. This is how it works. It makes your avatar mine out fast so that you can, get another one. Yeah. So I think it's clear, Mr. Afolabi Simon. But if you choose not to refer anyone, then it can take that amount of time, and at the same time, If you want to be hitting your minimum withdrawal faster, then you can increase the amount of avatar that you buy. Maybe like you go for 500, you go for 1,000. So that brings closer your withdrawal time because the avatar is a bit high. You understand that? But if it is 100, of course you can build from there and take the step gradually. But it will take that time that you mentioned.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me quickly have this. When we talk about refer, like just what we are doing now, I don't think it's much work. What you need to do, sell a sovereign or a flyer. You understand? Of course, our leader is much always available. And also at our end, at my end, I'm building up rapidly, getting resources to see how to be able to deliver good speech like he does to that bit. So all you need to do, get your colleagues. I know everybody, one person or the other is linked to you. Like he said he wants to make everybody in his network wealthy. You too can do that, where people will remember you someday and look back and say, like, person. So I believe it's a thing we can all achieve. So
Please, let me quickly add up this as we close. When we talk about building community here or referring, please, this is not a network marketing.
At all. This is not network marketing at all.
Not marketing.
There was nobody that networked you in Bitcoin or Ethereum, but people shared the opportunity with their friends, and they were mining, and those who participated made a lot of money. So this is not network marketing company. In fact, the people behind the project had never been in network marketing before, and they are not even interested in network marketing. This is a DAO, and DAO usually is just like this is the opportunity. Okay, one of the simplest way to explain this is that you have opportunity to become part owner of this project right now. That is it.
Mr. Falabi, you can go on. It's still raising his hand. You can go on.
All right, I'm just trying to look at a different angle. When you are inviting someone in this era where we are, they would like to know their expected end. And you telling them meeting cycle in that kind of language, you may find it difficult to comprehend. But can't you now bring it in the simplest form in which you can tell them the exact amount they'll be making, probably in dollars, maybe in a few months, or the meeting cycle. Probably I'm doing 100 USDT. And okay, the assumption for the 100 USDT in few weeks to few months, I'm earning like this. So the total figure, we bring what I will captivate them to come and, okay, I want to do this. This is what we're doing. Not just telling them, come and do with 100 USDT, and after 4 months, you'll be earning. So if you can bring it to the simplest way that they can understand, when you're telling that to come and then you can actually tell them, this is what this entails. You are earning this in this period. I hope you understand my question.
Yes, the thing is this. You see, one thing that is very vital about this project is that everybody that is participating in the project is expected to learn. Okay? In as much as we can sit down and do that calculation, we're not even interested in doing it, because if you're coming to mine, you face you install your avatar and observe how it's minting. Learn also what the project is all about. But if we do that calculation, somebody will come and tell you, take 30,000, take 20,000, put it for me. The following day will come and tell you, you say so time, he will give you so. We are not interested in that in this project. Anybody that is not interested to be part of it, the person can leave it, because Bitcoin got to where it is. This is everything that we explained here is exactly how the project is. Okay, everything we explained here is exactly how the project is. So it is expected that as the person comes in and starts minting, begins to understand all the terminologies gradually, and it takes advantage of it. You understand? It's not everybody that you share the opportunity with that will be part of it. So many persons were shared the opportunity of Bitcoin, they didn't participate. Okay, so that is the thing. So we will not, on the norm, you notice that the calculation is 0.5% to 2%, which means some days it will give you 0.5%. Some days it gives you 0.7%. Sometimes it gives you 0.2%. So if I tell you that, at the end of August month, you will receive so percentage. Maybe I used 2% to do the calculation. Then when it gets to that August, you did not receive that so percent. You come and tell me, INS said I will receive so percent at the end of, my word is my bond. So if the person did not want to understand this with the way it is explained, you understand? Because what is happening here is that all of us are sharing from the wealth that is created in the ecosystem. Okay, that is what is happening here. So this is not one online investment that is telling you, bring 100,000 naira. Every day we'll give you 5,000. No, this is not it. This is blockchain ecosystem. So if I tell you that, okay, every day I will give you, every day you get $20, then MCD now moved to $30,000. It's entirely different from what I told you. Okay, so that's the thing. So it's something that the person will need to understand. There's no more better way to explain this. If I go about it the other way, I will breach the ecosystem policy. That is the way we are asked to do the explanation to people, and it is very simple. They are not forcing anybody to be part of it. It is somebody who is interested that will become part of it. You understand? And one thing we should also understand is that, see, when we are sharing opportunity with people in this industry, it's not the person you share that opportunity with that is helping you. You are the one helping the person, okay? Because the person will not come and give you the money he's making from the project now. I know somebody, the first, like in my community, the Wealth Connect community, this is what we are doing. Our target is to help 1,000 persons to become millionaire in dollar within the period of 10 years, 5 to 10 years. That's our target. So we started this journey 2022. We worked on our first project because what we do basically is that we review base network blockchain project and we take advantage of it during the early adoption stage. The price that nobody can get it less than that. Then by the time we are done with a particular project, this is our second project, and our first project is still paying us. Every day we are making money from the project. Okay, so this is our second project that we are working on, and all of them will be paying us as we move. And our target is that each of these projects collect as much as you can collect. What your dream is. In the first project, I told every member of the community, pursue 1 million of these tokens so that the moment it gets to $1, you have $1 million. And for every layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 0 blockchain project, the target is that between the first year, 5 year to the 10th year, one of it will get to $1. Because within this period, all the ecosystem has been fully developed. By then, the value of that particular token goes up to $1. That is $1 million. That is the target. So we are doing this. Our target is that within the period of 5 to 10 years, we should be able to create 1,000 self-made multi-millionaires. And our community does not hype. Nobody in this community will tell you, I've bought house, I've bought cars. We are working on a journey. Okay, we have people in the community, both in US, UK, South Africa, in the Asian axis. We have so many persons who are part of this community. So that is it. So what we are building is wealth. And a lot of persons are very excited with what we are doing. Okay, so that is it. So let me not take much of your time explaining. But thank you very much, sir. So maybe we can take more of these questions, then we'll round up.
No, my leader, I think you've actually answered the question that he's asking. Like in a layman's world, somebody who is not a crypto person, who hasn't heard about blockchain, and you want to explain this, you've actually answered by, okay, when you buy an avatar, what you make daily is between 0.5 to 2%, because M3DAO operates like a normal traditional business. If you have a shop where you sell rice, you can't tell me you can determine the profit you make today or the one you make tomorrow. You can make more today and make less tomorrow. You can make less today and make more tomorrow. So that's how M3 operates. So you've actually answered the question by saying between 0.5 to 2%. And what you get from $100 avatar is actually 500, which will be divided into 3. So 50% comes as daily income. 20% go for MC as merchandise, and 30% come for UME to get MCD. So now he later asks, what is the duration? Okay, that 500 can come if you don't build community in between 4 to 5 months or thereabout. So you are not specific because it is based on normal traditional business, the way it operates. If I fill my shop with rice today, I might have a way of selling all today, and it may still remain there for the next 1 month, depending on how market moves. So that's how M3 works in a layman's word. So which I believe he has answered. And according to him, as you move, even before you buy an avatar, we let you know when we have meeting. So you can still attend 1 or 2 meetings to understand and balance your destiny well, to really understand how M3 works, and you can decide to move with the trade.
All right, thank you very much.
Oh, that's great. Anybody with question, please? Or we draw the curtain tonight? Okay, in the absence of none, I think we can draw the curtain tonight. We're still going to have another round of such presentation once again. And I believe if it's not clear, you can take a pen. Those questions in your heart can still be penned down and passed across. Of course, we will do justice to it. So thank you very much for creating this time. And I want to thank Mr. Fulabi for giving me such opportunity to initiate this and to bring the African leader. Also, I'm so grateful, Mr. Ines. Thank you so much for ever representing, for unending zeal. Let me just put it that way. Yeah.
Thank you very, very, very much, everyone. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate so much. And I will sign out from now. Thank you. Yeah?
Okay.
Mr. Fulabi is
Yes, Mrs. Adedoke Balogun, you made mention of maybe some physical seminars. So probably if there could be any physical seminar that one can attend, we can actually give information.
Which state are you?
Ogun State.
Can you put up come physically?
Yes, I can.
So how many people can we expect? So because I want Mr. Ernest to be there with us. Since he's in the Uyo now, so we can actually package for both states. And he probably you can try to put a kind of a advert at Super FM. You understand? So to create a kind of awareness. So I can just make findings on that. So if you can package something reasonable, I'll be able to tell Mr. Hennes. So maybe probably after leaving Uyo, we can have something. We'll be there physically, and at the same time, if you have people who doesn't have crypto knowledge as well, so we have an academy for that. Like I said, crypto knowledge is no longer an option now. It is now a necessity. It's for both transaction and also for creating wealth. Very, very important. So we can actually package that if you are ready, and we can work it out together. So I think with that, more explanatory and seeing some few people physically, because I believe some people want to see you physically, they prefer seeing one-on-one compared to just doing it online. So,
Yeah, that's why I make that suggestion, because people love what they see. So it kind of gives them an assurance of what they want to do.
about like average of how many people do you think we can have on that day? Like how many people can we have that day?
Actually, I cannot give you the exact kind of people that you will see that day, because
Okay.
it's what we have to work on if we actually want to have a larger participant. So we have to work on that and have a design time and date that can be well scheduled for
Okay.
that.
Okay. So maybe
We
we'll
can work on that.
create a group later. We deliberate on this and take step on it immediately.
All right, no problem. So, and so, there's many things that entails the seminar. We need a call, we need where to come accommodate people and all that. So, if we can talk on that, and I can actually make it to mobilize you.
Sorry.
No problem. We'll work together to achieve that.
Sorry, what to achieve that? All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you for your time. This is Andy Jopen.
All right.
Mr. Wells, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good night.
Bye.